Crews continue to clear debris off this Nova Scotia road, making significant progress compared to Saturday. Lynette Barnes was ready for it and captured these photos to help tell the story.
This ocean, this road, and the pond behind me were one yesterday. And even on top of that, there was still 30, 40-foot storm surge coming in. I've never seen anything like it.
Meanwhile, at the Halifax airport, flights are resuming, although it's taking some time to get back up and running after they were all halted during the height of the storm Saturday, changing up plans for some.
2 days so far, and we are hoping to get out tonight on the plane they said was ready this morning.
I expected to come to the airport today and see people laying all over the floor and sleeping on their luggage and lines. I was just shocked at how in control it seems.
Some trees were hammered to the ground in the historic King's Square in St. John, while a few roads took a beating outside the Fredericton area. Across the region, internet and power outages persist, although the number of people off the grid has shrunk. At the peak of the storm, nearly 300,000 customers across Nova Scotia were without power.
We don't have the estimated times for restoration for everybody, but we do know that a significant number will be restored today and a lot more tomorrow as well.
Lee was initially heading straight for Yarmouth in southwestern Nova Scotia.
The concern was there, and what we got was a lot less than expected, so all good.
Allowing some Maritimers to breathe a bit of a sigh of relief, at least this time. Callum Smith, Global News, Halifax.
Now, Lee has lost much of its strength, but the hurricane season still isn't over, with more storms ahead. Global News Chief Meteorologist Anthony Farnell is in Nova Scotia. Anthony, how are conditions there right now, and what other systems should we be watching out for?
Farah, the Bay of Fundy behind me, much calmer today than it was yesterday as Lee was moving by. That system now weakening quickly, moving across Newfoundland and heading back out into the Atlantic. Now, the Atlantic hurricane season just reached the midway point last week. As far as storms go, there's another one in the Atlantic, Nigel, expected to become a major hurricane, according to the National Hurricane Center, over the next couple of days. Big waves are once again a possibility for the Atlantic shores, but the center of Nigel will stay well off the coast as it recurves into the Atlantic. The following name would be Ophelia. That may too develop in a couple of days' time, and the latest predictions are for the next few weeks to remain very active. The big question is, do any of those names end up making their way back into Atlantic Canada? And as for right now, it's just too early to tell. One thing that I will note is that with a warming Atlantic, and those ocean temperatures are definitely warmer now than a couple of years ago, that affects the strength and size of these systems as they come ashore, and that's what we've seen lately.
Okay, Global News meteorologist Anthony Farnell in Nova Scotia, thanks for that.